Namaskar. A very warm welcome to the delegates at this International Conference on Voter Education for Inclusive, Informed and Ethical Participation. Here, we begin with our technical session 1 on Electoral Literacy in Formal Education, Voter Education in Curricula and Extracurricula. May I request Mr. J.A.D. Batista, Chairman, Commission on Elections, Philippines, and Mr. Thomas Hicks, Chairman, U.S. Election Assistance Commission, to chair the session. Sir, request you to please take the seat on the dais. Now, may I please request Mr. Umesh Sinha, Deputy Election Commissioner, to moderate the session. I humbly invite Ms. Karen Morin, Acting Chief of Staff, Elections Canada, on the dais. I request Ms. Natia Zalishvili, Director, Center for Electoral System Development, Reforms and Trainings of CEC of Georgia, to join the dignitaries on the dais. I invite Ms. Mudiyang Salange Kumudu, Additional Commissioner, Sri Lanka Election Commission, on the dais. I request Mr. Tim Courtney, First Assistant Commissioner, Australian Election Commission, and Mr. Chandra Bhushan Kumar, CEO Delhi, to join the dignitaries on the dais. May I now request the chair to conduct the session.
Thank you very much. On behalf of my co-chair, Mr. Hicks, it is an honor and privilege to be chairing the first technical session on electoral literacy in formal education, voter education in curricula and extracurricular activities. At the outset, again, I would like to thank the Election Commission of India, led by Dr. Zaidi, for organizing this very important conference. And really, the delegates are looking forward to hearing the various presentations from the various countries, as well as learning from international best practices that we can adopt in our respective countries. Mr. Hicks, would you like to say a few words?
Thank you. I'm very honored and humbled to be here today. I flew in early this morning at 1 o'clock in the morning from Washington, D.C., so if you see me nodding off a little bit, just give me a little nudge. It doesn't mean that your presentations are boring me, it just means I'm just a little bit tired. I think that all of you have heard that there's a small election going on in the United States right now, and I'm catching a whole lot of flack about being out of the country, but I think that this was very important for me to be here to attend today. I think that it's something that sends a message not only to the folks in the United States, but around the world, that we take things seriously in terms of our elections processes. And I want to thank the doctor for inviting me here today, and other folks who helped organize the conference. The participation of young people is a very important subject and very close to my heart, in that I did not have my parents were not formally educated and were not able to finish even high school, but they gave me an education in something, as we all know, of elections. My mom voted for the first time in 1980, and she told me the story of she didn't get this opportunity to do that when she was growing up, and to always take that role seriously and to participate in it as much as you can. I had the distinct honor of telling that story to the person she voted for, Jimmy Carter, a number of years ago when we had lunch when he came up to Capitol Hill when I was working on what became the Help America Vote Act. I also had a great chance to tell the story last week in a place that I never thought that I would ever see, and that was Cuba, where we led a delegation to go and talk to the Cuban people about the way that U.S. elections are run, and to hear how their elections are run as well. So I don't want to take too much time. I want to hear from the participants. I'm going to give a brief presentation as well, but I'm looking forward to this conference, and I know that there's a lot of presentations to be had, and with that, I'll turn it back over.